how old are you?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Amazing. Do you feel you've reached the point of success in your life, or do you think
I'm on the way. I'm on the right way to it, yeah.
for the younger generation that would also try to start perhaps their career, and they're still wondering whether they should go down the road of sports or maybe something more like management or finance, whatever it is? What would you suggest them? What would you tell them to do if they're still doubting, they don't know which road to take?
Oh, I think they should try to.
How did you successfully transition them from an employee to an employer? How would you say?
Oh, that was not very difficult. Yes, we have to.
Guys, we're on our way to St.Moritz now. This is our view, beautiful. What is up, guys? Today we're in another city in Switzerland. Actually, this one is called St.Moritz, and it's recognized because of their really, really expensive real estate. It can cost you up to $10 million to live here because of their events, their lifestyle, their amazing view, and a lot of other things. Of course, it's also home of the Badrit Palace Hotel, which is one of the most luxurious hotels in the world. So, we're gonna be going around and we're gonna be finding billionaires and millionaires for you guys and getting that value. Let's go. Hey, what's up? Quick question, do you speak English?
Yes.
Great. Quick question, is this your car?
Yes.
It's a very nice car.
Thank
Let me tell you. We are young entrepreneurs. We're going in around Switzerland, and we're talking with successful people, and just like taking your insights, your stories, and just the experience that you had for yourself in your career. Is it possible we have 1 or 2 minutes of time?
Machst du? Ja, kann ich
Ja.
schon. Ja.
Cool. Nice. What industry did you decide to follow in your career?
Financial industry.
Financial
Yeah.
industry. Okay.
Financial company.
And how long have you been already in the financial world?
Now it's the 4th year next year.
4th year.
Yeah.
Okay. Which position do you hold?
Self-employed.
Self-employed. So you have your own company.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. For someone that would also like to start their own thing, what would you suggest them to do in terms of mindset? What do they have to change?
Maybe just start something new. Do something you ever wanted to do but never got the time to.
Okay.
And better fail than not trying.
Right. Amazing advice. Here in Switzerland, it's financial industry is very well known. Everybody knows it, and it's very well developed, right? So, with this competitive market, what do you have to do to really stand out in the crowd?
So we did just a lot of things different than others. So we got more time for our clients, like in the evening or on also some holidays. So we are always there for everyone. And we took the good concept of the Swiss system and just optimized it with time and everything. And yeah, I think this is one of the best things to do. And also online marketing is very important nowadays. And
Online world and everything,
yeah.
Okay. Great. How old are you? May I ask?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Amazing. Do you feel you've reached the point of success in your life, or do you think there's still?
I'm on the way. I'm on the right way to it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, one last thing for the younger generation as well. What would you tell them to, in terms of financial advice you've received, because you're in the financial industry? What would you say is the best way to manage your money, diversify perhaps, or just in general?
So I think it's important to spend your money sometimes to buy something you always wanted. So that gives you a really good, how to say, it's a good invest also for your feelings and everything and emotions. But it's really important to do some investments in different markets and check everything and work hard and find something you really can get money from and not only work.
Okay. And what is an industry that right now is popping off, for example, that somebody should?
So I think
look
financial
into?
industry is always here because people will always have money and they always want more money.
Yeah.
But I think also the medical industry is something really good. So if you study, I think like a doctor or something would also always be good.
Make a lot of money, so.
And what would be good? Maybe, digital. Everything is getting more digital now, so I think this would be really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the digital space, what do you suggest, especially?
I think maybe something with helping others in the industry.
Right.
So if someone needs help and you can do it for them and they pay you for it, would be perfect.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. What's your name again?
You're welcome, Damian.
Damian. Very, very
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Nice to
Thank you
meet
for
you.
your time and have
You're
a very
welcome.
nice day. All right. So who am I here with? Please.
With Niklas, hello.
Nicholas. Hello. How are you doing?
Good,
So
and
you're doing great. Thank you. Just wondering, what industry did you decide to follow in your career?
Again?
Your industry did you decide to follow?
So you mean in work or what?
Just your career, perhaps. What did you decide to, when you were in a younger age, what did you decide to follow? Maybe finance? real estate?
First of all, I'm very interested in sports, so I do a lot of sports, yes.
Okay.
And then in the second thing, I was like, okay, I decided that work is as well important, so I will try to do both. Very good in sport, very good in work, and that's why I decide to live here right now, to do my work and to do my sports, yes.
Okay. You live here in St. Moritz?
Yes, I live since 4 years right now in Switzerland, in St.Moritz, yes.
Amazing. Okay. And what line of work are you right now?
So I'm a shop manager of a ski shop, and I'm adjusting ski boots, skis. I sell luxury stuff like jackets and everything. Yes, something like this.
Okay. Amazing. How long have you been working here?
Right now I work since 4.5 years here.
Yeah.
And yes, before I was starting to work in Germany, in Hanover. But right now I follow my interest sports, and I try to combine with the work. So that's why I'm the shop manager in this shop, yes.
Okay. And which sports specifically are you interested in?
Mostly in sailing. So I compete a lot in sailing and all over the world. But I'm very interested as well in skiing. That's why I'm here.
Oh,
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
Okay.
But I'm skiing only privately with my friends to enjoy and
Right, amazing. And do you, in terms of your property, do you have your own property or do you rent it?
property. What is it?
Your property is your real estate, your house.
No, I rent it here. Yes, I have like a rental flat. But at this moment for me is quite good because it works for me.
Okay. Because in San Juan it's very expensive. That's why
Yes,
I'm asking.
this is super expensive. So if you have a chance, then you need to wait long for this one option to take. But at these moments, I'm looking for. But I'm in a rental flat.
Okay. And one last question for the younger generation that would also try to start perhaps their career, and they're still wondering whether they should go down the road of sports or maybe something more usual like management or finance, whatever it is. What would you suggest them? What would you tell them to do if they're still doubting, they don't know which road to take?
Oh, I think they should try to follow what they know, what they are good in it. And then to work hard. So first of all, the life is not easy. First of all, to be in one type of thing, it's sports or work. To be good is not easy. But at one point you need to fight, and then you earn like all these good things in life. Yes.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And one last question: what is your main quality that you need to be able to achieve this, to be able to compete and also be a manager? It's not an easy deal. So what would you say?
Yeah, I would say like to work hard, to learn all the time.
Yeah.
This is very important. So never to say, I learned a lot. So to speak with people which is better than you, which is have maybe a bigger business than you, which is like more popular in sports than you, and then to ask them and to get better and better. Yes, and a lot of training, and you need to invest the time as well. You know, if you do the job from 9 to 5, then you never will be a very good man, because you always needs to work harder, and then you get a good price. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, Nicholas.
You're welcome.
It was a very nice meeting you.
I did a lot of different things. You know.
Oh, okay.
I
I would
started
like to
at
hear.
university,
Okay.
teacher at university. I became a manager in environmental systems. I became a CEO in a company that
Facility manager?
produces and distributes electricity.
Oh wow.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay.
Then I became a professor in Turkey.
One eternity later.
And I became an entrepreneur, and I was on my own as a geologist. My profession is geology.
Yes.
And in the Middle East, in Africa, and South Asia. So
Amazing.
I was,
Okay, just then if you have so much experience, we can narrow it down a little bit, and you can tell me, because of we are with the young generation that are trying to also become entrepreneurs in that sense. So maybe you can tell me a little bit about your personal experience as an entrepreneur. How did you start, and what motivated you to start?
well, it motivated me. I'm not a real team worker.
Okay, that's fair.
I like to work on my own and try to control everything what I'm doing, what's necessary, you know.
Yeah.
And I just started with this job, doing some work for others.
Yeah.
I was in my geological profession. I worked for different companies who gave me a task, and I had to fulfill that.
Yeah.
With all the problems that can arise when you're abroad in rather poor countries, to find all the facilities and the infrastructure that you need to be successful. This is why they hired me, because they didn't want to make the dirty work.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
So well, that was very often was an adventure. Very adventurous jobs, and every day you had to start from the scratch to find the right people. To have the facilities. You have to work on that, and in the end, you're successful and you earn a lot of money if you're good in your job. You know.
Okay, and how did you successfully transition then from an employee to an employer? How would you say?
Oh,
someone could
that
do
was not very difficult. Yes, you have to rely on yourself. That's the most important thing. You have to rely on. If you're a professional, you are good. You should have to be good. Yeah. And if you're not good, you will fail.
Okay.
That's it.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say 3 main qualities that you need to have to become a good entrepreneur?
Good education.
Okay.
You have to have some faith on what you are doing, what you want to do.
Believing in yourself.
Yeah, and relations, a network. Because if you want to start with something, you have to be able to sell it to somebody, and you have to convince people. You know, so you have to stay behind what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And may I ask you what company did you start when you become an entrepreneur? What industry?
Oh, well, it was in mining industry. Mining.
Okay. And how much was around the most revenue that you made in 1 year, approx? Would you say?
Well, it depends on the project. It was like this. You know, depending on the project. Some years I made 100,000. Some years I made 5 million. So.
Amazing. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, if you put a lot of effort into the job, and mining has a scaling factor, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
And it depends on the mineral you're looking for. So some minerals are very cheap and very common. Some get a hype, like lithium. You see. 15 years ago, nobody was looking for that. I found some deposits somewhere in Kazakhstan or whatever, and when the hype came,
Yeah.
I was able to sell it
Great,
to
the
guys, you know.
opportunity. Yeah, wonderful.
To develop it and sell it, so I made more money.
How would you say did you move into a seven figures business to an 8-figure business? How did you manage to scale your business successfully?
Well, I was always working by myself and had no employees.
No team. Okay.
No team. I was always.
Okay. Do you think you can scale really a lot if you're just working on?
Yes. Well, you can. I was able to become bigger, to have certain employees, but I didn't want it. I always
Okay,
wanted
on your
to
own.
be small,
Yes.
being on my. Be careful, being on my own, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Wow. Okay. One last question then.
Yeah.
To the young generation, what would you say that is one of the best advices you've received throughout your whole life that you would like to share? You
Well-
can make it about financial or maybe your personal.
Yeah, well, many people want to go into financial because they think it is the easiest way to make money.
Right.
It's not.
It's not true.
Yeah. You have to start. You have to do things you like. If you like it, like your job, you're good in your job. So, I have a lot of relatives who said, "Oh, I want to do it. Want to go to business, and these things." I thought, what are you best in?
Yeah.
And some said, "Oh well, I'm good in arts. I can draw very." I said, "Do that. Maybe you make a bachelor in
arts.
and make a bachelor in
other
something
topics.
sophisticated."
Okay. Yes.
But if you want to really do what you really like, then make
So follow your passion.
your master in art or whatever. Yeah. So this is how I would do it.
Great.
When I started in the university, it was very different. Yeah.
Okay.
So many people just did it just to get a job.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if you're good, you can do everywhere. You can do it everywhere,
wow.
and you will be successful.
Okay. Wow. That's really amazing advice from your side.
Yeah, well, this is what I see from the last 40 years in professional life. People who like their job, who have a certain talent, and if they are able, have the chance to use this talent in business, they are really good. They're really good.
Okay. How would you say differs your generation from mine, ours?
Oh, different, totally different.
Yeah. In what sense?
We grew up in a totally different environment. No internet, no software things like that. It was totally different. I can't say it's better or not or whatever. No, it was just different.
Okay. Do you think your generation works harder than ours?
Yes, sure.
I think it's also influenced because of distractions that's been going
Yeah, well,
on as well.
nowadays it's much easier to get information. You just Google it, something, you get it in a second, you know.
Yeah.
When I wanted to have information, I had to go to a library. Go through a lot of books to find the information I need.
Wow.
Yeah, so it takes a lot more time. So you had to have a different set of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work ethic as well, right?
Yeah, but it was much harder to get to information, and nowadays it's much easier. And well, if it's easier, you become more lazy because it becomes
comfort zone, right?
normal, you know.
Yeah.
And okay, the information you now get can be more reliable, but you have to be very careful. You have a lot of bullshit in if you only use the internet.
Yeah.
In the old days, when something was written, it was really reliable.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So
Now
the difference
you
now
never
for the
know, right?
young generation is to distinguish between the bullshit and the real information.
Okay.
And that's becomes more and more
Difficult
difficult
nowadays.
with artificial intelligence. You know?
Yeah.
You can't nowadays you can't rely on a picture. If you look at the picture,
True.
you don't know if it's real or
that's
it's
true.
manipulated. You know,
Yeah.
or soundbite, whatever.
Where do you think AI is going to be in 10 years?
It will rule our life. I'm sure it will rule our life, and it becomes very critical for I think because you can make a fake out of everything. Nowadays you can use the sound of a person and manipulate that and
Crazy.
bring out some strange answers and that you haven't ever said.
Yeah.
That's sounds very weird.
Okay. Well, thank you
Yeah,
very much
okay.
for your time. I wish you a very nice day.
Okay, no problem.
And wish you a very nice day. Guys, we had such an amazing interview right now. This guy ended up saying how important it is to be knowledgeable in today's society where there is a lot of information but people do not know how to use it. So now is the best time to inform yourself, be knowledgeable, have the networks. He also mentioned the importance of the contacts and have the willingness and the mindset of becoming what you want to become.